Hello, welcome to the sample paper for the AIOps Foundation course. So we're going to go through the sample paper, just a little bit of information about this paper. The structure is very similar to the actual exam that is offered once you redeem your voucher and schedule yourself to do the exam. The questions are very similar. The formats are similar. And the rules are pretty much similar, even though this is just being done, if you like, with your paper and pencil rather than through the computer. There are 40 questions. You should certainly provide an answer to all 40 questions. You don't get any, demerit points if you get anything wrong. So definitely want to provide an answer for all of them. There is only one correct answer. You are required to answer 26 correctly in order to pass. So you can get 14 wrong and still pass, but you really want to make sure you're confident that at least 26 of those are correct. You have 60 minutes. Again, this is a sample paper. You can time yourself. It is open book. You're allowed to look at your training materials either in a hard copy format or an online version that you can use to look up materials and look up answers while you're doing the exam. Okay, so let's get into it. Question 1, when was the AIOps term coined? When was it created, in other words? So this is pretty much just memory work. Again, if you don't remember, you can go to the materials and look it up, but I happen to remember that A, is the right answer in 2016 by Gartner. It wasn't the DevOps Institute, Google, or Microsoft. Okay, and by the way, the correct answers are provided on the slide after the question in each case. So when you're studying, I recommend you go back over the sample questions and make sure that you know the answers. Okay, question 2, what is the inverse Conway's law? So you may recall Conway's law is about organizing systems around the team structure. So that's not the inverse one. It's kind of the opposite. Organizing team structure to match the desired architecture. So B looks right. Let's check the others. Anything that could go wrong will go wrong. Okay, that's Murphy's law. The amount of entropy in a closed system can never decrease. Okay, that's a law of entropy. So definitely the best answer here is B, organizing team structure to match the desired system architecture. Okay, question 3. What are the 5 V's of big data? So here again, you hopefully remember, but if not, you can go back and check the slides. Veracity, variety, value, volume, and velocity. Yeah, that looks correct. Verity definitely is not. Verity is not one. Vacancy was not one. Valuation was not one. So again, I think the best answer here is A. Yes. Okay. Which of the following describes super AI? Task specific. Okay, that's not super. Surpassing human abilities and performance. So B is a good candidate. Solves unplanned complex problems. Well, maybe it does, but B is a better description. Also known as weak AI, so certainly not that. B here again is the best answer. Okay, question 5. Identify the missing words in the following sentence. Randomness in machine learning and algorithms is desired to avoid what? A deterministic output. Well, randomness would do that, but that's not necessarily desired per se. B, overfitting, which leads to inaccurate predictions with new data sets. That's a better answer. Slow performance, no, that wouldn't be desired, or no. So again, B, I think, is the best answer. Yes. Okay, question 6. How do development teams benefit from the AIOps? 4 metrics that could be a benefit development in the sense that it can indicate improved continuous delivery processes. So A is not a terrible answer. B, reduced error budgets. That's more about SRE, not development. Performance predictions. That could help development possibly. D, feedback from root cause analysis. Yeah, so that's more directly beneficial to development. So D is the best answer. Okay, identify the missing words in the following sentence. The key difference between reactive versus proactive operations in AIOps is the elimination of all humans. Oh, I hope not. Shifting operations left? No, not really. Predictive analytics of systems and full recovery automation. Yes, that sounds good. Proactive and predictive. D, to solve and monitor for problems that have already occurred. I think so. I think C is a better answer. Yeah. Okay, question 8. According to Gartner's market guide for AIOps platforms, what is one of the main barriers to AIOps adoption? DevOps maturity. Not specifically. Poor data quality. That's not a bad answer. Certainly that can be a barrier. Difficulty measuring value and lack of understanding of benefits. Well, that would be a more important barrier. So C. Organization structure. Well, that could also be a barrier, but I think the best one here is C. Yeah. Question 9. What is the importance of data quality in AIOps? Machine learning can leverage any type of data through unsupervised learning. Not true. Data quality is critical for AIOps. Yes, if you don't have good data, you're going to get bad results. B, data quality is not important. Well, that's not true. Historical data is all that's required. No, so B, the answer. Data quality is critical. Question 10, identify the missing words in the following sentence. Improving MTTD means earlier issue detection. Improving mean time to detect. Yeah, that makes sense. Later? No, you don't want later. Increase volume. Doesn't have anything to do with volume. Reduce time to develop. No. So A is the best answer. Okay. What are two trends that brought about AIOps? Web3 and hyperledgers? Not specifically, no. Generative AI and large language model? No. That came later than MLOps and AIOps. C, explosive volumes of data and democratized access to machine learning. Yeah, that makes sense. The cloud and Kubernetes, not specifically, no. So C is the best answer. Okay, question 12. Which business condition has influenced the rise of AIOps? Globalization? Not really. Remote work? Not really. Diversity, equity? No. Digital transformation? Yes. So D, digital transformation. Question 13, which objectives of DevOps can be improved through AIOps adoption? Continuous deployment, thanks to increased confidence by the operations teams. That's possible. Collaboration through shared insights. Yeah, that's also possible. Automation by allowing for enhanced integration of automated remediation. Yes, so I think D, all of the above makes sense. Yeah. Question 14, which is an example of unstructured data? A social media post? Yes. A post letter? No, that's pretty structured. XML files structured. Credit card number structured. So A is the best answer. Question 15, how does AIOps improve compliance? AIOps provides no benefits. That's not true. B, AIOps can automatically modify systems to comply. No, it's not modifying systems, no. C, AIOps provide a unified system-wide view which simplifies monitoring for compliance. So C is a good answer. D, AIOps can automatically research for compliance requirements. That's not what the AIOps is for. No, so C is the best answer. Question 16, identify the missing words in the following sentence. Proactive operations relies on leading indicators. That is true. Automated dependency mapping, that's also true. Correlation and inference from historical data, that's also true. So the best answer is D, all of the above. Question 17, which of the following refers to the action of getting the data from its source? Okay, extraction, collection, that's a good answer. Enrichment, filtering, no. Cleaning and integration, no. Storage, no. So A is the best answer. Question 18, what does model training mean? Each IT operation teams, no, it's not about teams, creating frameworks for training machine learning models. Not exactly. Providing data to machine learning algorithms. So it can, yes. Labeling data for machine learning, no. So C, I think, is the best answer. That's right. Okay. What types of systems learn to create new data? What types of systems learn to create new data? AIOps, no, it's not about creation. Machine learning, not about generative AI, yes. Large language models. I'd say large language models. No, okay, so I was going to say generative AI, but I wasn't sure because they're part of, based on large language models. That's a debatable, but okay, I can see as an answer, yes. Sample question 20, identify the missing words in the following sentence. The incident-related metric MTBF means mean time between failures. Yes, it does. Mean time before fulfill, no. Maximum time, no. Maximum, no. So A is the best answer. Question 21, identify the missing words in the following sentence. RAMS stands for, and again, this is a very explicit acronym, so you might have to do a lookup on the exam if you don't remember. Certainly monitoring was not one of it, so A is not right. Availability was not one of the RAMS items either, so not B. Reliability, accessibility, monitoring, safety. I think that's it. Definitely not memory and storage. So C. Oh, I got it wrong. Reliability, availability, maintainability, and safety. Okay, I guess I would have got that. Well, I might have got that wrong. So yeah, it's definitely B. Now that I remember now. Okay, so question 22. Finding the potential source of an issue is satisfied by this use case. Source of an issue. Event correlation. It could help. Anomaly, that could help. Root cause analysis is more directly a good answer. So I'd say C. Alert noise reduction. Not directly. So C. Root cause analysis. Yeah. Question 23. What skill sets and roles can closely collaborate to improve AIOps performance? IT, DevOps, data, and machine learning. I don't know if machine learning is really a role. HR, finance, I know. HR doesn't have a whole lot to do with it. C-suite, no. Machine learning and SRE. So between A and D, skill sets and roles. So I guess machine learning could be a skill set. So maybe A. Yeah. Question 24, which learning model finds natural groupings of instances given unlabeled data? Clustering, that's a good answer. Association, no. Classification, no. Regression, no. So I'd say A, clustering. Which of the following is an example of a type of unsupervised learning algorithm? Okay, this is again, maybe a detail that you might have to look up, but it wasn't regression. Dimensionality reduction was on the list, yes. Not classification or neural network. So B, dimensionality reduction. Which of the following is not a core technology in an AIOps system? Which is not. Big data is. Chatbots, no. Machine learning, yes. Automation, yes. So B, chatbots, best answer. Which of the four key solution areas of an AIOps system? Generation, information, notification, and automation. Information is not a solution area. Visualization, notification, automation, and feedback. Possibly. Big data, machine learning, neural networks, and DevOps. I don't think DevOps is per se part of the solution of AI systems. Ingestion, insights, collaboration, and remediation. Maybe B, yeah. I think B is better than B. Okay. Question 28, what paradigm shift has occurred in how we understand system state? Paradigm shift, I guess they're saying like in the industry. So from DevOps to SRE, nothing to do with that. From SRE to DevOps, no. From ITOA to AIOps, it's not specifically about system state. D, from monitoring to observe, yes, that's very much about understanding system state. So D. Okay, 29, which of the MELT data types is the original data type? Lines of text a system or application produces when certain code blocks are executed. So it's not metrics, event. If logs make sense, traces, no. Logs, yes, is the right answer. Identify the missing words in the following sentence. In the context of the 5 V's of data, AIOps leans towards same volume, no. More variety, yes. Less velocity, no. Variable value, no. So more variety. It's B. How should classification and regression models be evaluated? Classification and regression models be evaluated for accuracy, precision, and recall over time. I don't know what recall over time means, probably no. Using the RAND index and mutual information metrics. No, the RAND index isn't really specific for that. DORA, no. Server level objective. The server, I think they're talking about service level. No, so I think A is actually the best answer. Yeah. Okay. Question 32. What is machine learning data bias? The need for machine learning models to train, that's not bias. Possible prejudice, okay, prejudice, yes. But B is a good answer. The need for multiple and varied data sources, no. Possible random results, no. So it's about prejudice, so B is the best answer. 33, to evaluate the success of AIOps in the organization. This is indispensable for the success of AIOps. Machine learning experts in-house. No, you could hire people in. Applying unsupervised learning algorithms to all outputs of the AIOps solution. No, that's not the only way to do it. Clear, quantifiable, and historical absolute metrics. Yes, the base of on and do comparisons and benchmarks. C is a good answer. Implementing MLOps in parallel. Not necessarily. So C is the best answer here. Question 34, identify the missing words in the following sentence. A system is given consistent input, always produces consistent output. Okay. Reliable? Well, I guess you could say that. Probabilistic? No, that's got to be, that's the whole point of probabilistic. You don't necessarily know what the output's going to be. Secure? Kind of, but not the best answer. Deterministic? Yes, is a solid answer. D. Okay, 35. What is the AIOps capability scale? The scale to assess the levels of capabilities as AIOps becomes adopted. Yes. Scale to assess the readiness of systems to be operated. No. The scale to gauge the maturity of machine learning models. No, that would be more like an MLOps capability scale. The scale to gauge the ability of teams to collaborate with AI. No. So I think A is the best answer here. Yeah. Which of the following benefits to SRE can be achieved with AIOps? Boil elimination, well, potentially. Proactive SLA and SLO tracking, possibly. Improvements to air budgets, possibly. Okay, so I think D, all of the above. Yeah. Question 37, what are 3 trends that increase system complexity? Containers, Kubernetes, and the cloud. Yeah, you could say that. DevOps, DevSecOps, and SRE. Possibly, but not so directly. Observability, microservices in the cloud. That's a better answer, the more general answer. C, failure modes, data sources, and data types. It's not a bad answer either, but I think C is a stronger answer. Yeah. Question 38. Logs are usually unstructured data. In the context of AIOps and big data and volume, what is the best way to treat them? Focus on less verbose log levels? Yes. Easier to train on those. Manage using log levels. Yes. I think A is better, more specific. Do not expect to extract data, value, skill. No, that's not true. Expect better veracity. That's also not even true. So I think A is the best answer. Yes. Question 39, what is a common cause for AIOps initiatives to fail? Lack of a clear strategy, definitely that, or system observability. That's also true. Immature DevOps practices, not specifically. Lacking SRE principles, not specifically. So between A and B, I think A is a stronger answer. Yeah. All right, last question. Identify the missing words in the following sentence. Integration with AIOps to provide human operators with integration with AIOps is to provide human operators with what? Visibility, actionability, and feedback. That's not a bad answer. Automation, iteration, fast, fail fast alerts. Durations, probably not specifically a benefit to operators. Generation, information, notification, automation. Maybe. Diversity, equity, no. So between A and C, but specifically for operators, visibility, action, and feedback. Automation. Kind of like C, it's a little more complete. They chose A. Okay, that was a little bit of a toss-up, so okay, I can say A, but not really sure why C isn't almost as good or as good. Generation. Maybe the word generation is not really something that is provided by AIOps to, to a human operator. So I guess, yeah, probably A is a better answer.